I only regret that I have but one life to give for my country. This is one of the signature lines of the American Revolution, the quintessential statement of American patriotism. It was spoken by Nathan Hale just before a British hangman executed him on September 22, 1776. Hale was 21 years old. Who was this remarkable young man, and why was he willing to sacrifice his promising young life for the cause of liberty? Nathan Hale was born June 6, 1755, in Coventry, Connecticut, to a family with a 100-year history in New England. His great-grandfather, John Hale, had been a prominent figure in the Salem witch trials. His father, Richard Hale, subscribed to the same fire and brimstone doctrines and instilled in his children a deep, abiding reverence for God. Studious, pious, but enormously charming, Nathan convinced everyone that he was destined for greatness. And the first stop on that road at age 14 was a Yale education. There, Nathan thrived. He was curious about everything and attempted to master everything from Greek and Latin to science and philosophy. Tall, broad-shouldered, with sharp blue eyes, he was quick to smile. In the fashion of the age, he tied his thick, blondish-brown hair in a ponytail. Jared Sparks, future Harvard president and Hale's first biographer, said no young man of his years put forth a fairer promise of future usefulness and celebrity. Upon graduating, Hale found a job as a schoolmaster in New London, Connecticut. He was an instant success, firm, demanding, charismatic, a born teacher and leader. According to one of his students, everyone who knew Hale was attached to him. That's the fact. It was in New London that he was drawn into the patriot cause. In April of 1775, talk of revolution turned into bloody conflict when, in the neighboring Massachusetts towns of Lexington and Concord, American militiamen rebuffed the professional British Army. The war was on. Hale answered the call for volunteers. A sense of duty urged me to sacrifice everything for my country, he wrote his father. God, he believed, had called him to military service. For Hale, America's cause was God's cause. Recognizing Hale's obvious leadership qualities, his commanding officer made him a lieutenant in the Connecticut Regiment. The title was flattering, but he had no idea what it meant to be a soldier. So he read manuals, studied tactics, pored over military histories to make up for his lack of military experience. His first taste of real action came on his own initiative. In May 1776, he snuck aboard a British supply sloop in the middle of the night and steered it to the American side of the East River while the British crew slept below. The escapade made him a hero in the camp. The badly needed captured supplies, not to mention the captured sailors, made the victory all the sweeter. His initiative and daring brought Hale to the attention of Thomas Knowlton. A veteran of the French and Indian War, Knowlton had been personally selected by General Washington to lead an elite special forces unit. Whatever needed to be done, no matter how difficult, Knowlton's Rangers would do it. Espionage, covert reconnaissance, raids behind enemy lines. Knowlton asked Hale if he wanted to join. The former schoolmaster didn't hesitate, but his very first assignment was his last. Washington, recently having suffered a devastating defeat on Brooklyn Heights, had no idea what his British counterpart, General William Howe, was going to do next. If Washington could get Howe's plans, he could figure out his next move: attack, retreat, or stand his ground. Somebody would have to go into British-held territory on Long Island and gather intelligence about British troop positions and intentions. To say it was a dangerous assignment would be an understatement. It would take a man of great bravery and cunning to pull it off. Hale had the courage, but not the guile. Posing as a teacher looking for a job, he took a boat to British-occupied New York. Unpracticed in deception, he was a terrible liar. His cover story fooled no one. The game was up before it had even begun. Hale was arrested. Under questioning from no less a personage than Howe himself, he admitted his purpose. Howe, like everyone else who met the young man, took an immediate liking to his prisoner. But the hardened general would show no mercy. From the British perspective, Hale was a traitor, and there was only one punishment for traitors: death. Hale asked for a chaplain. The request was denied. He then asked for a Bible. That request was also denied. The next day, September 22nd, the hangman put a rope around Hale's neck. It was then that Hale reportedly uttered his famous final words. The British should have listened. They were fighting for domination. The Americans were fighting for liberty. Whatever sacrifices they had to make, they would, even unto death. A nation of Nathan Hales could not be defeated. I'm Eric Metaxas, host of Socrates in the City and author of The Revolution for Prager University. Thank you for watching this video. To keep PragerU videos free, please consider making a tax-deductible donation.